everyone, welcome back again with me. Today we will study about recount text.
Ketemu lagi kita di channel sharing-sharing. Jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe, dan share.
Okay, the definition of recount text is a text that telling the reader about one story, action, or activity. Its purpose is to entertain or informing the reader, or a text which retells event or experiences in the past. Jadi, jenis recount text ini adalah menceritakan tentang suatu cerita, tindakan, atau kegiatan. Tujuan dari recount text yaitu untuk menghibur pembaca sehingga tidak terdapat konflik ya di dalam teks ini. Selain itu, teks ini juga bertujuan untuk memberikan informasi kepada pembaca. Biasanya recount text menceritakan tentang pengalaman seseorang. Okay, that is the definition. Now we go to the language feature atau ciri-ciri dari recount text. Okay, the first one is using the simple past tense, like past continuous tense, also past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. Karena recount text itu adalah menceritakan pengalaman, maka pengalaman itu pasti sudah terjadi di masa lampau kan. Oleh karena itu, tenses yang dipakai harus berbentuk past. Oke, yang kedua, frequent use is made of words which link events in time, such as next, later, when, then, after, before, first, at the same time, as soon as she left, late on Friday, on Saturday, on Monday, or on Sunday. Ini kata-kata keterangan waktu yang biasa digunakan di recount text. Oke, yang ketiga adalah focus on a specific participants. Fokus pada orang yang spesifik. For example, I as the writer. Okay, yang keempat adalah using the conjunctions such as then, before, after, etc. Menggunakan kata penghubung seperti then, artinya kemudian, before, sebelum, after, sesudah, dan lain sebagainya. Yang kelima, using an action verb like went, stayed. Menggunakan kata kerja aksi seperti pergi atau tinggal, bukan kata kerja to be. Okay, that is the language feature of recount text. Now we go to the generic structure of recount text are three parts. Ada 3 bagian. The first is orientation. Yang pertama itu orientation. It gives the readers the background information needed to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened, and when it happened. Oke, orientation itu menceritakan mengenai latar belakang informasi tentang siapa, kapan, dan di mana kejadian atau peristiwa itu terjadi. Okay, the second is events. It is a series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. Jadi events adalah menceritakan serangkaian peristiwa yang terjadi sesuai urutan kronologis. Yang ketiga, reorientation. It is a personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. Yaitu merupakan penutup atau kesimpulan cerita. Jadi untuk menutup suatu cerita ada opini, ya, ada opini pribadi atau opini penulis mengenai cerita tersebut. Okay, that is the generic structure of recount text. Now we go to kinds. Kinds itu adalah jenis. There are 3 kinds of recount text. The first one is personal recount. Personal recount itu usually retells an event that the writer was personally involved in. Okay, yaitu personal recount adalah teks yang menceritakan kembali suatu peristiwa yang penulisnya terlibat secara pribadi di dalam cerita itu. Oke, yang kedua is factual recount. It is recording an incident like a science experiment, police report. Oke, itu factual recount seperti merekam suatu kejadian, misalnya percobaan sains atau laporan polisi. Okay, the third one is imaginative recount. Imaginative recount is writing an imaginary role and giving details of events. For example, a day in the life of a pirate, how I invented blah blah blah. Ya, jadi imaginative recount itu menulis peran imajiner dan memberikan detail peristiwa, misalnya keseharian dalam kehidupan bajak laut, yaitu bagaimana saya menemukan dan sebagainya. Oke, itu dia 3 kinds of recount text. Now let's see the example of recount text with title My First Trip to Pari Island. Last September, I went to Pari Island for a holiday. I went there with Sarah, Andy, Evelyn, and Yoko. That was my first time to travel there. Our boat departed from Muara Angke Port to the island at 8 a.m. We arrived at Pari Island around 10 a.m. After that, we went to our guest house that we had booked before. Fortunately, our guest house was located near to the port, so we did not have to walk so far. The first thing that we did after that was rent bicycle. It only cost 20,000 rupiahs per day. Then we did cycling for a while and had lunch before we decided to do snorkeling. When we went snorkeling, the fisherman who became our guide brought us to the beach far enough from our guest house. We did snorkeling there. The water was very clear. We could see groups of tiny fish and beautiful coral under the sea. After we did snorkeling for approximately 3 hours, we returned to our guest house. We ended up the first day by getting dinner and took some walks around. On the second day, we woke up so early to watch sunrise. We did not need to go far to watch the sunrise because our guest house was so near to the beach and we could watch the sunrise there. Sunrise on the beach, what a beautiful view. After we spent long enough time to watch the sunrise, we decided to get breakfast. There was a festival at that time. We went to the festival and had breakfast there. We ate some delicious seafood. We felt time went so fast that day. We needed to return to our guest house because our boat that would bring us home would depart at 10 a.m. In summary, my first trip to Pari Island was so enjoyable. I'd like to visit this place again together with my family another chance. Oke, ini adalah contoh my first trip to Pari Island sebagai recount text. Jadi tulisan yang biru yang saya buat biru itu adalah orientation. Ya, perkenalan tokoh dan di mana dan kapannya. Kemudian yang ditulis dengan tinta hijau itu adalah eventnya, kejadiannya, ya. Secara kronologi. Dan yang terakhir yang dengan warna ungu itu adalah reorientation, kesimpulan dan kesan, personally comment about the story, ya. Okay, so that is all about recount text. Hope you understand about recount text. Untuk selanjutnya, kalau ada pertanyaan kalian bisa tulis di komen di bawah. Okay, happy studying and hope you smarter and smarter. Thank you and see you in the next video.